Hi, this is Jose Sanchez, and I believe now more than ever that in life you need to have a process and a battle cry. And those two things really resonated with me. And I learned that from working with Champions for Veterans. I spent 5 years in the US Air Force. I was an aircraft engine mechanic. I worked mainly on C-130s, and I was really good at what I did. I served during that time period after, the post Gulf War, Desert Storm, Desert Shield era, and I was stationed in the middle of Fort Bragg, North Carolina, at Pope Air Force Base. Some of you might know it as No Hope Pope because you never leave. I was fortunate enough to be able to uh, go to the sandbox over the pond and serve in the Middle East and also in the Far East at Yokota, Japan, where I also worked on C-130s there as well. And after I got out of the military, I immediately filed for some claims, and some of my was acknowledged that there's items there, and some of those progressed over time. Um, I was able to stay in the fight and go after the benefits that I deserved. And it wasn't until during the COVID process that I took a little bit more time and did a little bit more research, and found a lot of videos and a lot of different people offering promises and services and so forth. And I looked into some of those, some probably more than I should have. But when I came across Champions for Veterans, they had a process, a detailed process. They had education, they had information, they had the step zero to the final step of going through that whole process. Where to start and so forth, and that process really resonated with me. I was like following a technical manual on how I used to work with aircraft. Right, it was very logical to me, and I appreciated that. In addition to that, there was a battle cry, and once you get everything in order, then you have to consider your mental state and things. And for me, just hearing Ranger Johnson and the interviews that he did, the weekly or monthly Zoom meetings that we had as groups and so forth, just was more value than I expected, and that was truly a benefit. Um, I encourage other veterans to uh, advocate for themselves. And if you are interested in finding out more about Champions for Veterans, certainly do yourself a justice and investigate a lot of different companies. But I'm going to tell you that my experience, head over shoulders, easily Champions for Veterans had the process that I was looking for, had the information, had the support, not only a private community, but direct contact with individuals where I can reach out to them, send them an email, ask a question, and get a response in a reasonable amount of time. I was treated with dignity and respect, and dealt with actual people. Right? It was never just email only communication, which I've experienced with some services. And at the end of the day, this is something that I encourage you to continue with. You can do it by yourself, but you don't want to. You need both, right? You need the process and you need a battle cry, and you'll find that here, I believe, with Champions for Veterans. Take care. God bless. Thanks for listening in.